I think there's something major that is killing our economy and world, and I believe we are gonna see the ramifications of it soon. Eventually, we will see the ramifications of what is killing our economy and our world. And it's something that has been propping up our economy and our world for a long time, actually for the past generation. So what I believe is killing our economy and world is a couple things. But first I want to tell you my name. My name is Brandon, and I'm with Grandma's Wealth Wisdom. If you can, hit the subscribe button and share if you like this content, if you believe it, or if you think that there's other things that I'm missing there, put them in the comments. And it's all about loving the world, like making a difference in the world around us. So there's three things that I think are causing these challenges. It is entitlement. We feel like we are entitled to a lot of things. We're just entitled to everything, right? And we believe that the world owes us something or anything. Like that's one thing that is killing us. The other is instant gratification. We believe that if we don't get it now, we're gonna fall apart. And there's this instant gratification culture that's there. I mean, this is why our debt crisis is the way it is, and our consumption is the way it is. We just get it when we want it, and who cares for the consequences later. And so that's the other thing. And so our credit debt and credit cards are going up because we want it now, and we don't want to worry about the consequences of those actions. And the third is not wanting to go through certain amounts of pain, right? We want to have the six-pack abs without doing the work for it and the effort that it takes to get there. We want the hacks and the tricks and the ways to get around that. And I think those three things is what's driving so much that's wrong in the world. Now, I'm not against getting certain hacks or certain ways to overcome those obstacles, shortcuts. But the reality is it takes sacrifice, it takes pain, it takes not getting those things when you want them or any of that. And I think that as we start realizing that, as we start thinking about that and this next generation, we're going to be happier people. We're going to get the things that we enjoy, or if we waited a while, we're not going to get them. So for me, I have I want to get a new YouTube camera, right, for this channel. And I'm just waiting and making sure that that's what I really want before I just go and buy it and then say, all right, got this, and now let me go buy the next thing and get the next high or whatever. And making sure that I can afford it at the time or with whatever I have. And so there's three things that I think that we can do to combat this. Again, we are entitled, and I want to say that we as Americans, we are living in a great time in history where we even wherever you're living, it's amazing. We have a lot of things that they didn't have even 100 years ago, and I think again. The world doesn't owe us anything. And I think that we tend to have this entitlement aura around us. But when we have a different mindset on this, we start having a lot more joy around it. Again, not saying that we shouldn't treat people fairly and all this other stuff, but knowing that, man, I'm not entitled to anything really, and the world doesn't owe us anything. And again, with number two, number one, if you figure that out, that's going to be key. Number two is instant gratification. One is don't have all those credit cards. So many people, that's what they do, and they just keep going and using the cards. They want the quick and easy, fast McDonald's food or whatever, or the camera. And again, I think, hey, wait a while. Wait 30 days before you get that thing, and see if you need it or not. We don't necessarily need to get everything fixed around the house. For us, again, it's the house. There's a lot of projects that we want to do, but we're just holding off and making sure that this is what we want, and then it's going to feel a lot more joyful when we get it. And then number three is not wanting to go through pain or suffering. And I believe that we are, as a world, we are experiencing pain and suffering because of the roaring, what they call it, the roaring 20s of the 80s and 90s and some of this other stuff, that the growth of the market and the boom and all of this. And now there's a lot of, not just the epidemic, but there's a lot of other things happening because of all of that. So we just kind of kick the can and continue to, and we have to eventually deal with it. And that's kind of like a healthy person versus a sick person. Maybe they've eaten all of the good stuff, but again, going back to food, they've eaten amazing ice cream and all of this, but it'll eventually catch up to them. And so I think that's the challenge that we're facing. And so as a culture, as a world, what are we going to do differently? How are we going to go ahead and embrace the pain and figure out how do we grow from the pain? And I think that's some things that will help you along your journey. It'll help you value what you have. And you think of any entrepreneur or any person that's done anything significant, usually they've had some sort of pain or challenges that they've overcome. And so what are those challenges that you want to overcome? How are you going to grow from it? How are you going to build from it? And as you do that, man, you're going to see amazing results. But it takes time. It takes effort to build that and build the muscles that it takes to get the results that you want. So that's all I have today. I think that there are many things, but these are the main things that I think are killing our economy and world. And if you can understand those about yourself and about your business and about the things around you, how you're being marketed to, if you understand that, then you're going to go places, and you're going to be able to be the solution to the problems that we are facing. I think the world needs us. As I had in the previous video, the world needs us as entrepreneurs to thrive and solve those. And some of it, the best entrepreneurs are the ones that have experienced pain, figured out a solution, and then help others see that. And so what is your pain? And how can you help others solve that? And how can you, help us as a world move beyond this pain that we're all experiencing now? So that's all I got for today. So continue to take charge of your cash flow, leverage your assets, and break through to a smart, stable financial future. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and show your love and comment in the comment below. Thanks.